Oh,
She goes to another university.
Yeah.
What's going on with the food on college campuses?
I mean, it's just so low quality and makes you feel like you immediately feel it, that it hurts your stomach like immediately.
What does it do to you? What happens when you eat the salad?
The salad, the dressing is so sugary and there's so much dressing on the salads that you can just feel it. You feel like a full body impact as soon as you eat it. Your whole body feels it.
Have you had any experience with the food on campus?
I have. I honestly don't think it's food. I think it's like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like I immediately get sick and I have a better luck eating in Chick-fil-A.
I feel like they have like
I agree with
unnecessary
that. She's
sugar
like, don't
and
exaggerate.
cheese and like milk and things that don't need it. Like me and Emily were talking about the other day, it'd be so easy to be vegan at our school, but the dining hall puts cheese on everything.
That's true.
And like that's not like conducive to a lot of people's diets. Like I don't know.
I signed up for this 30 days of vegan like on Facebook, and my mentor was talking to me and she was like, "Oh, you should eat this and that," and I was like, "Well, actually, I can't. We don't have that."
Yeah.
Do they have anything edible?
No,
I
no.
mean,
My
it's
observation
hard.
is
I mean, like, do they have carrots?
They actually don't have carrots.
No,
They
they
don't
don't
have
have
carrots.
carrots.
They do.
No,
I've
I've
never
never
seen
seen
carrots.
They have
Shredded
orange
carrots.
things that pretend to be
Yeah.
carrots, but they're not.
Do they have lettuce?
They have lettuce, spinach, and sometimes like a mixed green.
Like
Yeah,
a masculine or
questionable.
something.
They
Yeah.
usually have like
liquefied remains of
cucumbers
lettuce.
and cherry tomatoes and stuff like
But
that.
a lot of times they'll put vegetables out for the salad bar and they're frozen still. Like they try and say that they're like the fresh salad bar, but like I've picked up like red peppers that had ice on them. Like they were like frozen vegetables essentially, but like fresh cut, So I don't know how long ago they were cut and frozen and put back out, but
So what do? Do you feel like you're being poisoned when you eat this stuff? What can you do? I mean, 4 years of
I
this.
know. I make a lot of food in my room.
Yeah,
I do
A
too.
lot of food in my room.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of rice cakes and peanut butter. Gluten-free pasta.
Yeah.
So grow your own sort of in the
pretty
college
much.
dorm.
There's really not much in
Mm.
The food does get really good when the parents and like little kids come over. And so my mom, I was
Yeah.
complaining to my mom after she left that, oh my gosh, this food is so horrible. And she's like, what are you talking about? It was great when I was
Yeah.
there. And then she came back a week early to pick me up because I got out of exams early or something. And she tried it and she was like, oh my gosh, you're right. That's crap.
Wow. That's.
It's so dishonest.
I think
It
the
is.
problem is we changed contracts. We weren't with Aramark originally. We traded to Aramark, which also does a lot of like privatized prisons foods. And not only did
That's
we
what they
change to Aramark, but we downgraded the amount that we were paying. So you can pay to have more food. They just decided that it was less important than
I
other
feel like
things.
when you're housing 7,000 people on a campus, food is the most important thing. Like,
You have to feed people.
like if you like, I feel like when I eat so much sugar, I can't focus. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like that, like put sugar in everything.
if after I eat I am out of commission for several hours,
Oh, yeah.
something's wrong.
Like when you eat and want to take a nap, like that's not what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Do you think that it affects your emotional well-being and your mental health?
Oh
Definitely.
Mhm.
I turn into crazy.
Without a doubt.
Angrily ranting at the food on campus. Yeah.
We spend so much time complaining about the food on campus, and like thinking, like agonizing about what we're gonna eat. We're like, do we go to the dining hall? Do we go to the salad
Subway?
place? Subway? Oh my god, I can't even start on
I
Subway.
think that it's like mandatory that you have to pay.
It
It's
is.
ridiculous. If
Yep.
That's not what you want.
I know.
Have people tried to fight that before?
People
You don't
try and
know.
fight it for like the workers' rights thing.
Yeah.
I also think that has a lot to do with it though, because they don't get the workers right, and so the workers don't care, and they kind of just like do like not that great a job, and like I don't blame them because they're getting treated horribly by like the people who employ them, but like it doesn't help the situation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of mental health issues on campus these days. A lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and other emotional forms of distress. Do you think that the food could be a contributing factor? I've
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
seen several people recently who just developed emotional issues as when they started freshman year. Tell me what you think about that.
Can you repeat that?
I think that food like shouldn't be like a hindrance to your life. Like if you're eating to like fuel your body, you shouldn't be eating food that's like
Not fueling
that's
your body.
yeah, that's like putting you behind, you know. And
Good point.
I just feel like when you eat like cook like in the dining hall, if the vegetables aren't bad, you just eat like the cookies or the mac and cheese because it tastes good.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, like just like things like that because they taste good and they're there. And like that does nothing for you because then you're just like foggy minded because of the food.
My roommate is like
I think
a
it definitely
massive
contributes.
foodie, and she's actually cried about what we're gonna do for dinner a couple times because it's like so stressful, you know, trying to decide something, and especially when she has, you know, like a lot of papers due. It's not convenient to go out to a real place, and it's too expensive to order, you know, and get something delivered. And so she's actually cried about having to go to Subway before, and I don't blame her.
Subway's just so bad.
My aunt, for like a present, gave me Subway gift cards, and she was like, "Oh, I know you love Subway." And she didn't get to all my Facebook posts about it were sarcasm. She's like, "Oh, thank you, Auntie." One day I'll be starving and I'll, yeah.
You can give them away for favors.
I wouldn't inflict that on anyone.
Well, so what do you think? You obviously do things to avoid eating the school food. What do you think it would be like if you just went for it and ate the school food as the school would expect you to be doing? How would you feel?
I've done it.
I
It's
did
awful.
that first semester freshman year, and I gained 16 pounds before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I gained 10 pounds
I'm getting
Yeah.
15.
before Christmas.
And I'm only just now getting them off.
Yeah.
And it's so much work.
And emotionally,
Also,
how did you
when-
feel?
Emotionally, like I know that I was stressed not only because of food, but because it was a big like switch. But that stress really played a role on my whole body, of course. Like I think that probably contributed to the fact that I was gaining more weight than I ever had in one span of time. I also like stopped menstruating for the whole first semester. It was unbelievable how much just the stress that I was feeling like impacted my entire body. It was.
Wow.
And do you think if the food was connected with that?
I do, just because I think that the food was the main reason I gained weight, and I know that drastic weight changes can affect your hormones and your period in general. So I think that the food did sort of cause that, but I also don't want to blame it entirely on the food because I think that it's fair to say that I was feeling other stress as well, just from being in a new situation and from having more work than I ever had before.
I
Sure.
never thought of the food contributing because I had like a 1 day period every month last year, and I was just like, oh, it's the stress, but it could have been more than that. And then I got back home for summer, and Mom started making yummy food, and everything went back to normal.
Wow.
I felt like when I
that
got
is
back to regular
disturbing.
food, it's so
Yeah.
bad. I feel like when I
Wow.
got back to regular food, my body like didn't know how to
Yeah.
like process it. Like I got home for Christmas break and gained so much weight because it was like real food, like
Yeah.
substantial like food, and it like hurt my stomach almost to like eat like good food.
It's kind of like I'm
It's
kind of, I
like-
feel like I don't want to eat food.
Yeah,
but
I
eat
don't
stuff
ever
so I
want
don't
to
fall
eat
on the
it.
floor.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
This is really troubling.
I know.
Can you bring us food? Sure.
Yeah, when I'm not that
Don't
far
worry about
away, I'm like
You're not.
concerned about all you guys. Like it's like weekly doggy bag.
I live in Hughes 210.
I'm right upstairs.
My parents got really freaked out about it too. Like I would like send them pictures of the food, and my dad was like panicking, like calling like the person who does like the head of housing and dining. Like I think they know
I sent
each
them
other
like an
now from
aggressive
time to
email
time.
this year.
Yeah.
But they took peanut butter out of the dining hall.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
what is it, sun,
Sun
butter
butter.
now?
And I don't
Yeah.
mind sun butter,
Sun
but I
butter.
don't love
But I
it.
prefer peanut
No,
butter.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
What's sun butter?
It's made out of
Sunflower seeds.
That's disgusting.
So it's like it's fine, but like I stopped eating meat when I came to college like regularly because I didn't like the quality of the meat that they were serving in the dining hall.
Yeah.
So I essentially was like vegetarian at school, and like if I had quality meat other places I would eat it. And so peanut butter was like a huge part of my diet because like for protein, and they took that out. I was so upset. I like sent them an email. I was like, listen, like I know there's kids with allergies, but there's a better way than just taking it out completely.
Or at least
Just
replace it with
because-
something good like almond butter or
Yeah.
something that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sun
Disgusting.
butter. That's interesting.
Yeah. But
So if you ate, and some of you have had to do this, exclusively on-campus food from the dining hall, what happens to you?
I feel like my skin got so bad so fast. I think that was like my
Yeah.
main concern over all of it, just because like it's just crappy food.
I would find myself like literally fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still do after eating specifically in the dining hall. And I think sometimes it was because I couldn't find anything that I liked, so I would overeat. I would eat more, and that would like make me feel tired and like dizzy. But since then, I've noticed that I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like whatever the opposite is from being diabetic, where you like have the opposite reaction, but you're still having a reaction. Since then, I hadn't noticed it before, and I think it was probably because I was like, my family like eats good food and they're mindful about their eating. But since then, I like, when I do eat, especially like carbohydrates and sugars, I have a reaction to it.
Do you feel like you can't stay awake?
I feel tired, headachy, confused.
Yeah. I've had classes where I've slept like a great night of sleep. Like it wasn't like I didn't go to sleep that night. Like I had a good night's sleep, and then I would eat and go to class and couldn't keep my eyes open. Like I would feel like I was dozing off because I think I was like my blood sugar was like messed up because of the food that I ate on campus. Freshy
What was
salads.
that called?
I don't know.
So you're saying
Is
that
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 hypoglycemia?
happened after freshy
That's
salads?
what I thought.
It runs like
Yeah, with like
The best of the worst.
I know. Like the honey mustard.
You're eating as
dressing
good as
or
it
like
gets.
Yeah. Mhm. I know.
Oh yeah.
I know.
hypo runs in the
How is
family.
the salad without the dressing? Like, what if you had your own dressing? Is it still bad?
I
Like,
used to do that last year. I just think that it's definitely way better without the dressing, but like the vegetables are sometimes just questionable.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like soggy and it's gross. But I don't know about you guys, your experience with it, but
sorry.
So ladies, what are you eating right now?
awesome.
So much kale.
Let's begin with the organic free range chicken soup with the freshly sliced, I think it's like zucchini, carrots, onion. What else do we have in here? Scallions.
What herbs did you have in
Everything's
there?
from Mom. What herbs?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Cilantro.
Yeah, I think there was some cilantro in there. But yeah, everything could not be better. I think I even put some ghee in, which is made from grass-fed cattle. Butter from organic grass-fed cattle, who are all well loved and treated very kindly.
What do we say to Ashira?
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
And what else do we have here? Well, we've hit the kale pretty hard.
Yeah.
What's in there, Emily?
Oh, it's kale, and then we've got some avocado oil, and we've got some lemon juice and some apple cider vinegar, and I believe it is a mixture of yeast and cashews.
You got it. Yummy.
All
It's
organic.
actually the best thing I've eaten all semester. No
So
joke.
good. And that is so good.
This
Yeah,
amazing
The cucumber
Carrots.
cucumber cantaloupe combo hybrid melon.
Carrots.
Carrots.
Straight up magic.
And we have here a pot roast with free-range grass-fed beef. I met the cow, and we got some homegrown sweet potatoes and organic potatoes, homegrown tomatoes, store-bought onions, and herbs. And here we have a wild rice salad with all kinds of yummy things, some pecans and some cranberries, dried cranberries, and a yummy dressing. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Yummy. Bye.